I've got some great stuff here. I appreciate your business.
Set! dust! You're finished! Set!
Cousin Dune, you are a true warrior of the three kingdoms.
You're finished!
Nice going, cousin!
Your time's up!
You performed great as always! There was no need for my strategy!
Your time's up! Set! Go! Go. Set.
Resistance now! Go! And slay the beasts of the Han!
I don't know how long we can hold out. If reinforcements would arrive, there might be a way. But
You're finished!
we'll be better off once we can capture that position. It must be captured at once.
Your time's up!
We have to abandon this place! Lord Zheng Xiao, I believe in you!
If we had allowed the enemy to break through, Master He Miao's life would have been in danger. Thank you for coming to our aid.
Things turned out nicely.
Excellent, Xiahou Dun!
Set. This land belongs to me now!
I've got some great stuff here.
I appreciate your business.
The days of the Hun are over. Now is the hour of the Yellow Turbans. Observe, infidels, the miracles wrought by the heavens.
Gah! We can't fight this strange power. Someone! Anyone! Take out Shang Xiao!
Heavens, give me the awesome power to control lightning bolts with my fingertips! Heavens, grant me the strength of unbreakable rocks!
Our target has been determined. Capturing that area will deflate their morale.
Your time's up!
Our target has been determined. Capturing that area will deflate their morale. Our target has been determined. Capturing that area will deflate their morale.
The enemy is going to attack us here. Everyone prepare to defend this spot.
Our target has been determined. Capturing that area will deflate their morale.
Forward! Show the enemy no mercy!
Capturing that base will weaken the enemy greatly. All units march! Pathetic! You're finished! Capturing that base will weaken the enemy greatly. All units march!
I don't really like defending, but I'll do what needs to be done!
You're finished! Capturing that base will weaken the enemy greatly. All units march!
Your time's up.
You're finished!
Our objective has been decided. All units, forward!
Let's go! Now is the time to attack!
You're finished!
Let's go! Now is the time to attack!
I don't really like defending, but I'll do what needs to be done!
Your time's up.
The lightning has been stopped! The enemy will be able to reach us from the east now!
All right! Stop it already! I can't bear this any longer! Excellent, Shahodun!
Destroy the enemy. I won't let anyone thwart our advance. You're finished!
We'll be better off once we can capture that position. It must be captured at once.
You're finished! Capturing that base will weaken the enemy greatly. All units march! Capturing that base will weaken the enemy greatly. All units march!
All right. I need everyone to defend this area.
Capturing that base will weaken the enemy greatly. All units march!
stop Lord Zhang. He is the one who will save this world.
Excellent, Shahodun.
Capturing that base will weaken the enemy greatly. All units march!
Your time's up!
Capturing that base will weaken the enemy greatly. All units march! All right. I need everyone to defend this area.
We'll be better off once we can capture that position. It must be captured at once.
Capturing that base will weaken the enemy greatly. All units march! You're finished! Capturing that base will weaken the enemy greatly. All units march!
Excellent, Shahodun.
Capturing that base will weaken the enemy greatly. All units march! Forward! Show the enemy no mercy!
We'll be better off once we can capture that position. It must be captured at once.
Your time's up!
Capturing...
Oh, heavens! Grant me your strength!
You're finished!
All right! Nice going, cousin!
Capturing that base will weaken the enemy greatly. All units march!
Your time's up!
Shahodun, you are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
will weaken the enemy greatly. All units march!
Take defensive positions.
Capturing that base will weaken the enemy greatly. All units march! Capturing that base will weaken the enemy greatly. All units march!
This land in which our comrades are made to suffer, the heavens will never allow it to stand.
Zhang Zhao, head of the Yellow Turbans, has been defeated. Justice prevails. Oh, you're the one that slew Zhang Zhao. I know the Emperor will be pleased with your service. It seems like a waste to have a capable hero such as yourself toiling away as a local official. I would like to summon you to Luoyang and introduce you to the Emperor. What do you say?
I appreciate your kind offer. However, even without Zhong Jiao, the Yellow Turbans continue to sow chaos throughout the land. I feel my presence is still needed here for the time being.
You are much too important to be dealing with such a trivial matter. Leave it to the volunteer corps. Master Dong Zhuo also speaks quite highly of you. So forget about that nonsense, and I will see you in Luoyang.
He makes it sound so easy to put down this rebellion. Does he have any idea what it really entails? If we simply look the other way, it'll be like letting the land be overrun by a plague of locusts.
Cao Cao, you're not actually going to listen to him, are you?
All right. This could be a good opportunity for us to deal with the causes behind this rebellion. Of course, we cannot ignore the strife throughout the land. However, there are others that can deal with it. This may be just the chance that we've been looking for.
I see. You want to expel the corruption that has taken root within Luoyang. Cao Cao, you should proceed as you see fit. Whatever you decide, we will be there to watch your back.
I know I can always count on you both to be there for me.
Through the valiant efforts of the Imperial and Volunteer forces, Zhang Jiao, founder of the Way of Peace, is defeated. The Yellow Turban Rebellion is ended. But the longed-for peace did not return. At the capital of Luoyang, the eunuchs faced off against a faction made up of the relatives of the emperor. Using this as an excuse, Yuan Chao and others raid the imperial palace, killing the eunuchs. Under cover of this confusion, Dong Zhuo of Shilian leads his forces to the capital. He seizes control of the emperor, appoints himself prime minister, and proceeds to take control and to tyrannize the country. The lords soon began to feel themselves in danger.
Curses! That blasted Dong Zhuo has used the confusion to seize control of the Emperor! All our efforts in getting rid of the 10 eunuchs have been wasted! Any within the palace who dared stand up to his tyranny have been executed. The rest are all too fearful to do anything about it. This is most lamentable. We must slay him with all haste and rescue the Emperor!
That is most admirable of you, Yuan Shao. So, when are you planning to actually make your move? Everybody knows you are the leader behind the anti-Dong Zhuo movement. If you do not participate, we will likely miss out on our best opportunity.
Well, it's not as easy as you make it sound. Dong Zhuo is protected by the mighty Lu Bu. We have to find some way of getting past him first.
He doesn't seem to have much of an aptitude for subtlety. I could hear him all the way down the road. Cao Cao, we received a message from Dong Zhuo. It seems he wishes to meet you. Of course, I'm not sure I trust him at all.
It only makes sense that he wants to keep an eye on us. Our lord is old friends with Yuan Shao, and we all know how outspoken he can be.
If Yuan Shao decides to sit back and watch, we'll lose the chance to make our move. We need to find a way to force his hand. As such, I feel now is the time for us to seize the opportunity that lies before us.
Huh. Finally, we're making our move. In that case, let us in on what you've got planned.
There are two ways to get rid of Dong Zhuo. We can raise an even larger army to crush him, or we can use more subtle methods to bring him down from within. It would be rather difficult to raise the army necessary to defeat him. Therefore, that leaves us with the other option.
How do you propose we take him out from within? Don't tell me you...
We sneak into Luoyang Castle and assassinate him. Yuan Shao is incapable of such a task, and we have no other choice. Which means, I must do it myself.
I think I see what you're planning, Cao Cao. However, I'll be the one to assassinate Dong Zhuo. You don't have a problem with that, right?
Very well. I know I can count on you for this mission. I'll show you the way to Luoyang Castle. According to Yuan Shao, Dong Zhuo is accompanied by the mighty warrior Lu Bu. Be sure to stay out of his way. Zhang Liao is guarding Dong Zhuo's palace. He is well known throughout the land for his bravery. We must approach with caution.
cousin.